Yo, what up, y'all? Family, MFP markets trading. Know what I mean, yeah, bro. So this is a trade that I took on Monday, yesterday, right? I actually lost this trade. You feel me? So I started Monday. I started this week off with a loss, right? But I'm gonna show you at the end of this how I could have caught. I had an opportunity to catch this exact same trade, right, and make all of my money back plus more, right? So yeah, let's get into it, bro. Cool, right? So again, bro, if you keep up with my videos, bro, I'm a liquidity-based trader. Right, all that means is that I look for liquidity sweeps before I enter any sort of trade. You know what I mean? So all of these lines on my chart are just time-based liquidity, rather than other types of liquidity like double highs or double lows, or equal tops, equal lows. I mean, right? It doesn't really matter. Nonetheless, though, I keep my time-based liquidity marked up, right? So in this example, right, what happens is we have price sweeping Asia low, right, and then displacing above a high. That's all I do when I trade. That's all I look for, bro. Is just sweeps, liquidity, displacement. You feel me? Fair value gaps is my entry, right? So that's what I have here. I have Asia Logan swept. I have price about to displace through the swing high right there, right? And then once price displaces through that, it'll leave a fair value gap, and then that's where I'm gonna end my trade at, right? So let's get into it. As you see, price displaced above that swing high, right, left the fair value gap. That's where I'm looking to enter my trade at. So I'll put my little thingy on the chart, you know what I mean, just to signify my entry, my stop loss, and my take profit. All right, stop loss below the low, entry at the beginning of that fair value gap, and my take profit at the top of that purple box is a higher time frame fair value gap that I was looking at, right? So that's where I was targeting, right? So from this point, I'm just waiting for price to come back down, tap me in, and take off, right? Usually in a lot of my other videos, what you'll see is price will already take off, and then I'll just wait for the retracement back down into discount or up into premium, and then from there I take my trade, right? But in this example, price isn't going to take off, right? Or even if it does, right, my first fair value gap is still in my discount area, all right? So yeah, bro, all I'm waiting for is price to come back down to my entry, and then we'll see what happens from there. As you can see, right, price ends up going to stop loss here, right? I'm not too upset about it. You feel me? I had a perfect trade, right? I had the sweep of Asia low, displacement above the high, price comes back down into the fair value gap, right? All I was expecting for was price to take off. It was a perfect setup for me, right? It didn't go in my favor. That's cool, right? I don't think there was a reason why I lost this trade. Obviously, no setup is 100%, right? So you're gonna lose some trades. So I'm not too upset about it, right? Usually I like to look for a reason why I lost, right? I didn't see a reason here, right? Besides, market just gonna do what it do sometimes, which is fine with me. You know what I mean? So yeah, but now I'm gonna show you how I could have caught the exact same setup and caught the actual buy that time. Feel me? Right. So here I am on the 1 hour time frame. This is my setup for my next week's analysis video. If you watch that, right. So here we have the same fair value gap that I was looking at. I wanted to come back down to premium, but it didn't. It just tapped into the fair value gap there, which is all cool with me. You know what I mean? So yeah. So here I am on the lower time frame, the 5 minute. That's my Asia low, right? And then right here is where you see price displaced above that swing high, came back down, and that's where I lost that, right? But here we have the exact same setup, right? So I could have had the exact same opportunity to take this trade, right? What happens is price displaces above the swing high right there, right? Leaves a fair value gap, you know what I mean? And then taps into that fair value gap right there and then takes off, right? So I think this trade went for about 150 pips or so. You know what I mean? It went up to that fair value gap that I was looking at earlier, right? The higher time frame fair value gap that I was talking about was my target, right? That's exactly where it ended up going to, right? So I enter on that fair value gap, stop below the low, right? And then again, take profit at the fair value gap, right? Ends up going up there for about 150 pips or so. and then it was still going afterwards, even after it hit my target. You know what I mean? I think that there was I think there was equal highs on the 4 hour. You know what I mean? That it ended up targeting. Right. So yeah, I lost that first trade. Had the exact same opportunity to take this trade right here with the exact same setup.